realised recently that it has been probably about 6 months since I posted my last video, and I thought it was probably time that I said hello again and came up with another tutorial so that you guys can have a look what I've been up to. I found that towards the end of the year my most popular posts were all surrounding the makeup that I use, but upon closer inspection I realised that basically a lot of my tutorials focus on higher end products with the occasional piece from drugstores. Basically this year I'm not going to have as much disposable income myself, so a lot of what I purchase during the year will be drugstore products. So I thought that this year I would focus on those and I would start 2016 with a drugstore tutorial. What we are aiming for is very fresh and bright as we start to go into spring. Today I actually have some sun out of my window, which is a nice change from all this horrible cold miserable winter weather. I thought we'd do something bright and exciting, as I know that really it won't be that long until we're all looking into our spring makeup and looking for brighter colours. So I hope you enjoy. If you do, please don't forget to comment down below, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so basically what I have done, I have started with Nivea cream, which is basically what I'm using on my face at the moment. I've had really dry skin all over winter. The whole way through this tutorial I am going to be using the Real Techniques brushes. I finally got my hands on a real set for Christmas after surviving with dupes from eBay for about a year and a half maybe, and this is basically just their basic set. You get a buffing brush, a foundation brush, you get a contour brush, and you also get the detailer brush. I will tell you which one I'm using as we go through the tutorial. So basically to start we are going to take the Revlon Colorstay 24-hour foundation. I'd heard lots of reviews about this being compared to Estee Lauder's Double Wear, and I was looking for a cheap foundation, so I thought that I would give this a go. I've gone for colour 110 Ivory. This is actually one of the palest foundations I've actually seen in a high street shop. If you've seen any of my contouring tutorials and you've desperately been looking for a foundation that's lighter than your skin, this would be on my list of things to go for, because it is actually so pale, and I've used it myself a few times in contouring and it works beautifully. I'm just going to take a small amount of the Colorstay on the back of our hand. I'm going to buff that into any red areas on the face just to even the skin tone out. Basically just buffing this all over my skin. It does look quite pale to begin with, but once I've used a bronzer and a little bit of concealer it will start to make sense. So to conceal my under eye area here, I'm going to be using an old favourite, which is the 18 Hour Stay Time Concealer. It's great because it really does last a long time, and I'm just going to put a small amount of that just under each eye, and then I'm just going to blend that in just using my index finger here. You can also use the same concealer to cover up any blemishes that you might have. You've caught me a good time at the moment. I haven't really got any apart from this one gigantic one that's been hanging around now for a good old time. Luckily it's hidden by my hairline, but just feel free to use it on the blemishes and just gently dab it in. Once we have finished our concealer, we're going to go on to use a bronzer and an illuminator. I'm going to use the Boujois Paris, it's their chocolate palette. It looks like this, and inside it looks like a little chocolate bar. Basically I'm going to take my contour brush and I'm just going to use that to very gently contour my face. You can find really handy guides on Google which will explain how you should contour your face shape, but I just find that this is what I feel is most flattering for my face. I'm just going to take a little bit of the contour up here because I do quite like a little bit of bronze just on my forehead. Okay, so that's given us a nice contour on our cheeks. I'm going to take the highlighter and I'm going to use the pointed foundation brush here, and I'm just going to very lightly create a highlight just here. The shape of this brush is perfect because it just offers a really light highlight, and you can just point it in the direction where you really want it to go. And I'm just going to apply a highlight there and also a small highlight just either side here. You can also, if you want to, apply a small highlight down the bridge of your nose. That'll just catch the light really beautifully. Next, I'm going to take the Parental Advisory palette from Makeup Revolution, which is fast becoming one of my all-time favourite palettes. It has got so many beautiful, highly pigmented colours and is basically perfect for nighttime at this end if you want to go for something a bit crazier, and goes all the way down to sort of daytime neutrals. My favourite shades are probably in this section here, which is a mixture of bronzes, golds, and more neutral colours, all in a beautiful metallic colour. They've got such a high pigmentation that they really, really do look great. Because we're going to go for a coloured lip, I'm just going to go for a neutral colour. We're just going to use this colour up here, which is just a very metallic-y, soft, sort of creamy colour. And I'm just going to apply this using the detailer brush from the Real Techniques range. Using the detailer brush, I'm just going to take the goldy colour just here again, which again is a metallic shade. I'm just going to apply the goldy colour just into the centre of the eye colour that we have just created, and just blend it very gently, like so. Next, I'm going to take the 17 Make Your Mark eyeliner, and I'm just going to tight line the inside of my eyes and maybe create a slight flick. I really struggle with flicks, and I sometimes find that these felt tip pen eyeliners are so much easier, because all you literally have to do is lie it at an angle flat across your eye and move along, and it basically creates the shape for you, and you haven't really even had to do anything. If flicks are a little bit off, don't worry, as you can see mine are. You can always go back and just add more on the other side. So we're going to take 17 Falsifeye False Lash Effect Mascara. I'm just going to look down as I apply it and give it a wiggle and flick it up and repeat it again in the same way. I'm basically going to finish off the look with one of my favourite drugstore lipsticks. It is the Rimmel London Kate lipstick in shade 110. I love this colour for spring because it's almost like an orangey pink, and it gives a really beautiful colour, which is perfect this time of year now, and it's really vibrant and it's really beautiful. I feel like it really complements this sort of pinky colour scheme with the gold. There we go, so we have a really bright lip and a beautiful golden eye look. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please let me know. If you have any other tutorials or ideas that you would like me to do, please tell me in the comments, and I'll make sure when I get some time I will do them for you. I am now trying to aim to get a new video up once every week. If I'm not doing that, give me a kick up the bum. You know where my Twitter is. And basically, I hope you enjoy, and I shall see you next time. Bye!